Hi, this is Andrew Van Connis, Pinstripe Social Media, Ventura, California. This is our second in our series, SEO for Small Businesses. We're breaking this up into a presentation phase and then also an example phase. And the topic is search engine friendly site. How your site is a search, how to make your site search engine friendly. But before we get into that, I really want to talk a little bit about search engine optimization on a local level. Now, one thing to be said, if you're a local business and you're trying to get new customers, one way to do that is to have search engine optimization, to go in there and influence the way your website is perceived to the search engines. And you want to be on top of your competition. In other words, you want to be number one on that search. Okay? And there are ways to do that. And that's the basis of this series, is how can you get your website as optimized as possible so that the search engines will see you first and will read you and recognize that you are the leader and you influence the market. And so therefore you're number one on the list. I guarantee your competition is doing something like this, so it's good that you're on board right now and learning quickly. And that's what we're here for. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of search engine optimization, we need to understand some things. Number one is, how does Google work? Okay? And the way Google works is this. Google is constantly, all the time. Right now it's out there and using its bots, they call them bots, and they're out there searching and looking at every website in the world and seeing if there's new content and constantly updating this. And the way Google does this is it goes in and it makes a copy of every web page in the world, blogs, social media sites, what have you. And it takes that content. It takes the raw text. It's not the pictures, it's text. And it goes and it extracts that information and breaks it into keywords, maybe locations, Santa Barbara County, Ventura County, Oxnard, Ventura, Simi Valley, what have you, Carpinteria. And it also looks at links. Now we're going to talk about keywords, locations, and links in future presentations. Right now we're just going to talk about how Google does a search and how you can make your site search engine friendly. Finally, an index is created by Google, and that's what Google does, and it constantly makes that. Okay, so let's step away from Google and now put yourself into your customer's shoes. They open up a browser, there's Google. They go and they type in, if they're looking for a dentist, they type in the word dentist. Maybe they put in Ventura. Either way, they send out a query to the Google web server that Google knows where you are in location. So it knows that you're in Ventura even if you don't put Ventura, just based on history and some other methods that they have. It then goes into their index servers, and that's the copy that they have, where they have that content. And then it comes back to the doc servers, and then that does a little work. And this is the inner workings of Google. And then what it does is it returns matching documents, and it starts to rank them. And based on how you set up those keywords and links and so on, like we talked about in the previous one, it's going to show the Google user that, hey, this is the #1 dentist according to Google in Ventura. That's how it works. So the first step in making sure that you can become that #1 search is to create a search-friendly website. And what I mean by that is having, I'm going to give you some examples here in a video following this, because we don't have enough time to talk about that. And then we'll start talking about keywords, links, and of course measurement. This is Andrew Van Connis for Pinstripe Social Media. Contact us today for a free SEO consultation, no risk to you. And there's the phone number, 805-794-6333, or info@Pinstripe Social Media. And of course you can contact me directly, Andrew at Pinstripe Social Media. Thank you.